considering that I use very little powder, I have a lot, and this is not all. I forgot to bring the Inglot Freedom System palette that I am working on in my project pan. That contains a powder that I'm trying to use up, so I'm keeping that. But yeah, I have quite a few, and I think the main reason is that I've gotten these three powders I've gotten from Glossybox, and this is a banana setting powder from Bella Pierre, and then this is from Manakadar, the Perfect HE Perfecting powder, and Luna by Luna translucent powder. So none of these are opened. I've never tried them. Yeah, as well as this one, I kind of got as a part of a deal from Makeup Mecca, What's Cooking Good Looking, setting and baking powder, translucent, yes. And so I'm trying to think. These two are pretty much doing the same job. This is the only banana powder I have. So I would like to try that. I've never tried any of those bananas yellow setting powders. And then this is very similar to this and this. I just brought this in here because this is really like a contour palette from e.l.f. But it has one powder, and I'm not getting rid of this palette because I love it. And also this e.l.f. What's it called? I can't remember the name of this, but this is probably my favorite setting powder of all time. I love this thing, and I could just really do with just this one, but I'm too curious to try all the other powders. This is a Bare Minerals Mineral Veil that I have barely anything left of. You can see how little is left, but not too much. So this is the original Mineral Veil, and I think I'll probably include this in my next project pan because there's less than half left, and so there's a chance that I might use this up within the time set. But this Isadora Velvet Touch Compact Powder in Soft Vanilla. It's really too dark on me, so I'll probably get rid of this one. I could probably do with just one of them. This one is completely white, and the other one is completely yellow. What does that? Not completely yellow, but it's like a beigey color. And what does that even mean? I have no idea. And I don't know which one of these are better. Setting and baking powder. You know what? This is smaller. I'm going to give this away to someone who likes or uses powder more than I do. And yes, I think that's it. I think I'm going to keep all of these ones, and also the one in my Inglot Freedom palette that I'm working on. I've also got this powder in an Inglot palette, and I don't like it, but I'm going to keep it anyways because I'm keeping the palette. Alright, so I'm changing my mind. I decluttered this one, but I decided to keep it, and I'm going to declutter this one instead because I went and I knew nothing about this brand, or nothing. But I decided to read some reviews, and I only found bad ones. I've got all my contour shades and bronzers here. I can't get along with this one. I just don't like it. It's very hard to work with. It's sort of patchy, and it won't blend right, and the shades are really gray or just very difficult. I don't feel like it's a good product. I really don't. It's from Kix, the Contour Kit powder. Yeah, don't like it, so I'm gonna get rid of it. The e.l.f. contour palette, on the other hand, is beautiful, and I'm gonna keep it. It has a highlight shade as well, and the contour colors are really beautiful, so yeah, I'm keeping this one. My all-time favorite bronzer is the one from Model Co. It's just called Shimmer, and it is beautiful. It looks really dark in the palette, but if you use a light hand, it's just perfect. I think have to use it in the summer, though, because yeah, it's not natural in the winter time. Bronzing is for summer, and that's how I do it. I bronze in the summer and I contour in the winter. At least that's how it works for me, being very pale. I've got two butter bronzers from Physicians Formula. One is just called the bronzer. This is the one that's been most popular. And then I've got the light bronzer, which I think is not really working for me as a bronzer, but it does work well as a contour shade. So I'm keeping both of these as well. And they smell amazing, by the way. They were really popular for, a couple of years ago, but I'm always late on the wagon, and I love these now. This Glaze Old Mineral Powder in number 13 is not a favorite, but this is the only shade that I bring traveling because I'm so scared that these will break because they're very fragile. So this is like my travel bronzer, and it sort of works as a contour shade as well, depending on how I apply it. And then I got the Catrice Prime and Fine Professional Contouring shade, and this is in the color Ashy Radiance, and it has a highlighter as well, a very muted, natural highlighter. And this is a beautiful palette. I love it so much. So I'm keeping this one. And also, in my Inglot palette that I'm trying to pan, I've got a contour color in there as well, and I love that shade. That has been my favorite contour forever, or quite some time, but I'm almost done with that one, and I haven't really decided whether or not to repurchase, but for now I am happy with these ones. And so yeah, so I managed to put all of my blushes in one, except from this guy in my Inglot palette that I'm keeping, and the blush that I have in the palette that I'm trying to pan in my project pan is I'm also trying to pan. And then this is the rest of it. So I am embarrassed to still have some of these blushes because they're so old, but I can't get rid of them. I love them all. I use them all. Except from the newer cream blushes I haven't opened yet, and I just got this one, so I haven't opened this one yet. It's the Annabelle Minerals in Romantic. Looks really nice, but I haven't tried it, so I'm going to keep this one. The blush serum from Botanic Beauty, Botanio, yeah, keeping this one. And I'm also keeping the other newer cream blush that I haven't tried yet from Apecia Blush Cream in Pollen, I think the name is. I'm not sure. This is one that I'm trying to pan, so this is almost done, from Mimi, the Coral Blossom Cheek and Lip Tint. Lovely color and really nice as a base, but yeah, I'm almost done with this one, and I use this one all the time. I love it, from Universal Beauty in the color 4 Nectar. It's so pretty and so nice for those no makeup days. So I'm keeping this one. And These two Rimmel blushes are so old, but I love them in Pink Rose and Santa Rose. Still keeping those. The Physicians Formula Happy Booster. I'm not loving this. It's in the color Rose. It doesn't have a lot of pigment, but it is pretty, so I'm going to keep this one as well. And also, of course, the packaging is gorgeous. I got this one earlier this year from Isadora in the color Cool Pink. Really beautiful color. Love that one, so I'm keeping it. And this e.l.f. Neutral Radiance Blush in Joy or Koi, or the writing is so small, but it is shattered. And you would think that I want to get rid of it, but I don't, because I still love it, and I still use it this way, but I'm going to have to repress it or something soon. But this is a lovely, like, lavender color. Love it, and keeping it. A really plain but nice to have blush from H&M in Sweet Rose. Keeping this one. The So Susan Universal Blush, all ruined, but I've used this a ton and I love it, so I'm keeping it. The Jordana blush in Coral Sandy Beach, such a classic. Love this one. Looks very similar to the Benefit Coralista. This is a complete dupe for that one. The Lily Lolo and Clementine mineral blusher. So nice. And keeping that one as well. This is one that I'm working so hard on. It's in my project pan, so I'm not going to open it, but I've used this a ton. It's from e.l.f. and Mellow Mauve, probably the oldest blush that I have in my collection, but I'm still using it and trying to use it up. The NYX blush in Pinched, I had a few of these, but this is the only one that I have left, and I love it, and I'm keeping it. Yes, I'm keeping most of these, that's true. The Pro Cosmetic Pressed Mineral Blush in 37 is one that I am also keeping. All of these blushes are very similar in color because I kind of love one kind of shade, either coral or cooler mauvey colors. This is the darkest one I have, though, from Mineralogics in the color Dusty Rose. And finally, I am getting rid of this one because I do have a new one that I haven't even opened, and I just need to open this and start using it because it's one of my favorite blushes of all time, and this is so old. So, well, it's not too old actually, but I can still use it. But since I have a new one, I'm gonna get rid of this one, and I'm gonna open this and actually start to use it. Oh, and I forgot to show you this Glacial Pressed Rouge Mini Blush in the color 15, I think, yes, which I'm also keeping. I'm keeping all of these, but I'll quickly go through my highlighters as well. One that's missing is the one that is in my project pan, the Mary Luminizer, sorry. I've hit pan on that one, and I'm working on it, and I also love all of these ones as well. So let's go through them. This is from Makeup Mecca. Has 4 lovely shades, and it's just called the 4H Hypnotic Metallics Highlighter Palette. This is from the Makeup Academy Undress Your Skin highlighter. This has sort of like a rose pink shimmer tint to it, and this has been well loved. I love it so much. And yeah, it's called just Shimmer Highlighter. Love it, love it, love it. The Milani is my newest one. I love this. This is so beautiful. It's called the Afterglow Luminous Nocturne Strobe Light. I just used the minimal amount of highlighter, so I'm never going to get through this, but this is from the what is it called? Is it the Model Co. Karl Lagerfeld or Feld? I'm not quite sure. But yeah, I'm keeping it. I am a little bit worried that it has too much like glittery particles in it, but I'm gonna keep it for now and try it some more. And then the Becca Moonstone highlighter. Yes, Shimmering Skin Perfector in Moonstone. Love this one as well.